Internet Explorer version 9 running in the Windows 7 operating system has some interesting differences even as compared to running in Windows Vista. Now, first difference, if you go down to the Quick Launch bar and you hover over the Internet Explorer icon, you get a preview of the different websites that may be open at that moment in time. Then, of course, you can click on the preview and see the actual website. Also significantly different is if you right-click on that same Internet Explorer icon, you get a list of the most common websites that you go to, plus you get different types of tasks like opening a new tab or starting in the in-private browsing. And you can also open a separate Internet Explorer window, unpin this program from the taskbar, or close the window altogether. Inside the Internet Explorer window, you'll notice at the top you no longer have a menu bar or the other toolbars by default. You do have, on the right-hand side, a button to take you back to your home page, a Favorites button that includes favorites, feeds, and history. Inside the Favorites button, you have tabs at the top. The first tab is your favorites, the second is feeds, and then the third is history. You also have an icon that looks like a gear. This takes you to some of the other menu items like print, file, zoom, which is very helpful to help you see web pages that are built for different sizes, safety, where you can delete your browsing history, use in private browsing, tracking protection, ActiveX controls, and several other controls. You can view downloads, manage your add-ons, and several other things, including your internet options. If you want to see the menu as it was in previous editions, press the Alt button on your keyboard, and that will make the rest of the menu items appear as they used to. In this menu, if you click the View, you also have the ability to add the other toolbars that you're used to seeing as well. Another major difference between Internet Explorer 9 and previous editions, especially in other operating systems, is how it uses tabs. These tabs at the top are actually other web pages open within the same Internet Explorer window. These tabs are also the different websites that you saw in the preview down at the Quick Launch button. If you want to add another tab, that button is down at the far right-hand side of all the tabs. Click that once, and what you see first is a list of the most common websites that you go to. Now, tabs at the top are very convenient for internet researchers because you can open several different website sources at once and go back and forth between them quickly. What many people don't realize is that you can actually move these tabs around and put them in the order that you feel is most appropriate for your research project. Another thing you can do with tabs is actually take them off of that tab bar and have them open in a separate window altogether. Once there, you can also take the tab and put it back onto the tab bar that it was previously. And last is window size control. Many people know at the top you can close your window, maximize it or minimize it, or set it in a range in between. But you can also maximize it vertically. If you hover over the top line until you get the double arrows, you can drag that up to the top and you'll see the little circles appear. That means that it's going to maximize to the top position and the bottom position at the same time. Or you can also double-click that line and it will switch between those as well. Notice that it's maximizing vertically on both the bottom and the top, but not on the left and the right-hand sides. I'll cover other differences in Windows 7 in other videos. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them on our YouTube channel or give me a call at 719-266-8822.